Hi, my beautiful ladies. Welcome to our Friday workout. Today we're going to really focus on your inner thighs. I know you're excited. We're going to get you so sore. No band needed today, just a pillow or a ball, like a squishy ball if you have available, weights, a mat, and a bench or a chair. So those are the only things we need. And what we'll do, we're going to get those inner thighs burning today. So if you have sensitive knees, we'll get started seated on the bench. You know how you sit down on the bench, you lift your leg up, and you hold it up for 2 sets, no stopping. And then you do the movement that I'll be doing during the sumo squats, okay? So your arms will do what my arms are doing, but your leg is going to stay up for the leg lift, okay? So I will start with that sumo squats. My knees feel pretty good today. Now, anybody who's got sensitive knees, just let's not even risk it. Let's just start on the bench, okay? If your knees are good, sumo squats are perfect for you for today. Sumo squats are one of the best exercises for the inner thighs and the top of the thighs. So what we'll focus on, ladies, is to make sure that once you go out, your knees and your ankles are aligned. So you want to make sure you never let your knees come in. You kind of push them out so you feel the inner part of your inner thigh. The thigh, the top of the thigh, also the abs working super, super, super hard, and no pain in the knees. If you feel the knees, you come up a little higher, or you switch it to the chair, okay? So either one is good. Now when you go down, if it's too easy, you go a little deeper. So we're tightening the core, make sure there's no arch of the back, okay? So see how my back wants to arch, my tissue wants to go back. I want you to do a little pelvic tilt to keep that body nice and tall, like there's a wall in front of you, wall behind you. Now, if your shoulder feels good today, we're gonna start with little punches just to warm up your shoulders, and we're gonna go tiny bit faster, okay? Now, if your shoulder's sensitive, you can do tiny little movements forward or just keeping the elbows in. Either one is good. Nice. Breathing, shoulders are down, and then the thumb up is so important too because that keeps the shoulder nice and safe. If you start feeling your back on this or your knees, you come up a little higher, okay? If it's too easy, you go lower. Keep going. Nice. For number 2, we're going to be going up. Now, if you have sensitive shoulders, you go up just tiny bit. Don't go too high. Good. We're going to warm up your shoulders from every angle today. Good going. Nice work. We're staying low, pushing through the heels. Abs are super tight. Good going. Smiling, breathing. Nice. When you come back, you can even pinch your shoulder blades together. Go up, down, squeeze. So you can warm up the upper back a little bit. Good. Keep going. Nice. Good job. We don't even need extra heavy weights for this. Actually, it's better without weights for now because we're just warming up the shoulders. The shoulders don't really like too heavy of weights. Keep going. Nice. Good job. Now I want you to imagine you have weights in your hands and you're doing little pulses and you're doing bicep curls. So literally, I want you to think of your biceps right now. Squeeze them super tight on the way up. And then you're still going with the inner thighs. I want you to feel those inner thighs burning today. Keep going. Again, you're not going to feel the arms that much. We're just warming them up. The legs are going to be burning. Keep going. I tell you, those inner thighs tomorrow or Sunday, you're going to really feel those inner thighs. Good job. Keep going. Nice. Now, if you're doing it seated with the leg lift, you're just doing the movement I'm doing with the arms.
Stop.
Or you're keeping that leg up. Keep going. Now, for the final 4, you're just going to do a little front raises. Again, if your shoulder gets sensitive, don't go high. Just do little ones. Make sure you go thumbs up. Thumbs up for doing it, ladies. Woo! Good going, everybody. Little pulses. After this, we're going to do our side planks, okay? So if you can't do a side plank because of your shoulders, you can do the regular plank, but you're going to really focus on squeezing the inner thighs today, okay? Now, what I'll do, I'll show you the modification. So the pillow or the ball, whatever you have available, whatever you can squeeze in between your inner thighs, ladies, you're going to put that in between the inner thighs for the side plank. And we're going to start with the modification, then we're going to make it harder, okay? Keep going, couple more seconds. By now your thighs are burning. Go 3, 2, 1, and coming up. That was awesome. Nice work. So ladies, the Most important thing about a side plank is to keep your elbow directly underneath the shoulder, squeezing the abs super tight. Now if you're doing a regular plank, you just do it on the bench, on the floor, but you squeeze your inner thighs, okay? So I'm putting that ball right in between my inner thighs. My both knees are bent, elbow directly underneath the shoulder. I come up, I squeeze the abs super tight, squeeze everything in the body, squeezing the ball, opening up that chest, and holding everything in, okay? If this is too easy, do both legs straight, and I'll show it to you for the last 2 sets, how to do it with both legs straight with the ball. Squeezing the tushy super, super tight. If you want to make this harder, you could go up and down, but I want you to think inner thighs right now. Squeeze them super tight.
Exercise.
Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and switch sides. Always switch sides on the side planks, ladies, just to keep your shoulders safe, okay? So same idea, both knees bend, make sure the knees feel good.
Begin set
elbow directly underneath the shoulder. Squeezing the inner thighs super tight, tightening the core. And then if you want to make it harder, go up and down, or keep both legs straight. Good job. You can bring your arm up if you would like. Just keep your shoulders relaxed. The idea is never to feel your low back, right? Sometimes when we're squeezing here, we forget to engage the core. Good, keep going. Nice, for some of you that might be too easy. For some might be just right. So we're starting with a modification. You can always bring your hand behind you if you want
Stop.
to.
Exercise.
Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. So now I'm going to show you both legs straight. This is going to be a little bit more challenging. And again, it's inner thighs. You're squeezing the ball super tight. Abs are engaged. Elbow directly underneath your shoulder.
Begin set
Good.
3.
Now you're going to go up. Knees are soft. Make sure you don't feel the knee. Squeeze the ball super, super tight. As tight as you can. Now if this is too easy again, you just go up and down, squeezing the ball, squeezing everything in the body. Good. You can bring your hand behind you. You can bring it up. I like it like this because that opens up my chest a little bit more. Keep going. Squeeze those inner thighs. Squeeze your tushy. Either hold it. You want to feel your whole side working. Your inner thighs, not your low back.
Exercise.
Let's go 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. That's a good one. I know we've been using the band a lot, and I know you like to work on the inner thighs. So today, we're going to make those really sore, ladies. Elbow directly underneath the shoulders. Abs are engaged. Shoulders are down.
4.
Last set on this. Squeezing the inner thighs. Soften the knees. Make sure the knee feels good. If it doesn't feel good, bend both knees, okay? Or just switch it to regular plank. Tighten that core. After this, we're going to do an ab exercise coming your way. Super fun. I came up with it just for you, ladies. It's a great one. We're going to stretch your piriformis muscle, and we're going to work your abs at the same time. Keep going. Elbow directly underneath the shoulder. No pain in the back. Keep breathing. Hopefully everybody's out of breath by now.
Stop.
Squeeze everything. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Good job, ladies. So what we're going to do, we're going to stay on your back, or we're going to go on your back, but we're going to stay on the mat. And if you have a sensitive back, you cross one leg over the other, and you just do little pulsing crunches like this, okay?
Begin set 1.
So you're feeling a little bit of a stretch, just like this, okay? If your neck gets sensitive, or if you have a sensitive neck, you bring down both legs up like this, only if your back feels good, and then you tighten the core and you hold this, okay? Like a stretch, but you're still working your abs. Now, to make this even more challenging, if your back and neck feels good, you extend your legs straight, you cross this leg over, make sure this knee feels good, and you hold this. If you want more pressure, you push with this leg, with this foot into the leg.
Exercise.
To make it harder. Now you're pushing with this leg into the straight leg. The straight leg is pushing into the other leg, so you're creating that resistance in the core right now. Keep going. Shoulders down, chest is open. Good breathing. Feel those abs working right now, ladies. Chin is high, shoulders are down. Good breathing. If your neck is getting tired, again, go back to just that stretch, holding the abs in, okay? If the neck gets tight, if the back gets tight, if the back really gets tight, then you have to bring that one foot down. You could just do those little pulses. Good, keep going. Woo! I'm burning. Squeezing the abs. We're stretching your hips a little bit. We're working the quad. We're getting that, creating that extra tension on that straight leg right now. Make sure there's no low back tension.
Stop.
If your back gets tired, try to bring that straight leg a little higher up. Good. Let's take a break. Let's hug your knees for a second. Grab underneath the knees. And again, the back is sensitive and neck is okay. Little pulses. Sensitive neck, head down, legs up, squeeze the abs. And then this is the most challenging part of it. Let me switch sides, ladies. We want to make sure we switch sides. We don't want to do all 4 sets on that one side, unless we want to be really sore. Keeping the abs in. Again, I'm pushing this leg into the other leg, but I'm not feeling my back. If I feel my back, I lift this leg a little higher up, okay? Keep going. It's amazing how we can create tension with our own body weight. Good, keep going. See, I'm not even using any weights. It's this leg that's creating that tension.
Exercise.
Keep going. Good. If you want to feel the abs more, you come up even higher up with the upper body. Almost like you're imagining your shoulder blades are coming off the mat, and then you got that nice apple or something right in between the chin and the chest.
Set 4.
You want to make sure it's never this. See how my chin is tucked in? You want to keep that nice tension in the abs, but not in the neck. We're supporting the neck right now. We're not feeling your back right now. No, no, no. If you do feel the back, modify it. Then after this, we're going to really focus on inner thighs, ladies. So we're going to roll on your side. We know how we do that outer thigh exercises with the side leggers. Today we're going to do inner thighs. I know you're excited about all of this. Inner thighs are fun. Woo! Keep going. Squeeze in the abs. Let's go straight to one foot down, the other foot down. Good job. Now let's roll to the side. Now if you have a pillow or a ball available, what we're going to do, we're going to go all the way down, ladies. And we will rest your knee, this leg, so the side, the top leg, on top of the pillow or the ball or something you have available, okay? Now, the leg that's closer to the floor, we're going to flex your toes. We're going to point your toes down. We're going to flex the foot, and we're going to do little tiny pulses like this. Squeeze in the abs super tight. Now, if you have a sensitive back and you feel this in your back, do either a clamshell or a regular leg lift for the outer thighs, okay? This is inner thighs. Now, if you do this and you're like, Evie, I am not feeling a thing, what you can try to do is you can try to put a little weight down.
Exercise.
Good, if it stays. Sometimes we could use ankle weights, or, you know, sometimes I have you use a bar, too. I know you don't have a bar available, but when I see you on the 6th, ladies, which I'm very excited about, we're going to use the bar. We're going to have so much fun.
Set 2.
I'm very excited. Keep going. Abs are engaged. Shoulders are down. Keep going. If the weight is too much, and you're like, Evie, this is way too much, you could get rid of the weight. If your back is feeling this right now, you can do the outer thighs, which is a little easier on your back. Squeeze the abs. Now, this ball, this pillow, whatever you're using is supporting that back a little bit too, because it's helping you to stay more stable. I don't know about you, but I'm burning. Woo! Keep going. Squeezing the abs. Good. We're getting inner thighs now.
Exercise.
Let's do 3, 2, 1. Little pulses, switch sides. That was perfect, ladies. Hopefully everybody's going to be so sore. Okay, so we're switching sides, right? Abs are engaged. That top leg goes on top of the ball. Bottom leg is straight.
Begin set 3.
Abs are engaged. We can start. We're flexing the foot. We're squeezing the abs. And we're breathing. Don't forget to breathe. So important. Now, if you're finding this too easy, we put that extra weight, if it stays on, right on top of that leg, okay? Good. Make sure your hips are nice and aligned. One hip on top of the other. Sometimes the hips want to rock back and forth. We don't want them to do that, ladies. No, no, no. Not on my watch. Now, if your neck is sensitive, you can bring your head all the way down like this. Abs are super tight. Good breathing. Let's just have fun with it today. Even when it's burning, let's just keep going. Let's keep going, because that's how we get stronger, ladies, when we push through that burn. We never want to give up when it gets hard.
Set 4.
Keep going. Now, after this, you're going to keep your pillow or your ball, whatever you have available, because we're gonna put it in between the inner thighs for bridges. And we're also gonna grab some weights. We're gonna do triceps, bridges, inner thighs, so glutes, triceps, a little bit of everything. I don't know about you, but I'm shaking. Look at my leg. Woo! Keep going. I haven't done this one in a long time, ladies. Oh, we're all gonna be sore. Keep going. The abs are on fire right now. The leg is on fire.
Stop exercise.
Woo!
Switch
3,
to
2,
the
1.
next station.
Take a break. Very good. So now, ladies, what we're gonna do, we got the weights with us, and then we have the ball or the pillow, whatever you have available in between the inner thighs, okay? And then what we'll do, you can either use one heavy weight or two lighter weights.
Set 1.
You squeeze the ball. If it has a sensitive back, you squeeze the ball, and then you just do your skull crushers, okay? If you have a sensitive shoulder, you hold the weights up, you squeeze the ball, and you just hold that, okay? So that's our modification. To make this harder, every time you go down with the weights, you go up with the tushy. Okay, so you squeeze the tushy, squeeze the inner thighs, you go up and down. Okay, to make this even more challenging, you stay up and you do your skull crusher. Now the idea
Stop exercise.
is not to let your shoulders go up. They want to go up so badly. Now you imagine you're pinching your shoulder blades together. You're squeezing your tushy super tight right now, and you are breathing. The breathing is very important, okay? If you have a chair available and you want to make this harder, you put your feet on top of the chair or on top of the bench or a bed or a wall. As long as you can, you won't get it dirty. We don't want to get all the walls dirty in the house. Shoulders relaxed, but sometimes if you want to elevate yourself and you don't have a bench or something available, you can do it against the wall, maybe put a mat over a wall, something. Keep going, ladies. The last 2 sets, I'm going to make it a little bit more challenging. Now again, if your shoulder gets tired, you just keep your arms up like this.
Exercise.
If your elbow gets tired, do the same. So now, I'm going to make this more of a stability exercise, okay? So right now, I've got my inner thighs. I'm pretty stable right now. But I'm going to do one leg at a time, only if your back feels good today.
Begin set 3.
I'm going to extend my leg. Woo! My goodness, that's a hard one. So right now, we're getting triceps, core, hamstrings, inner thighs. If you feel your back, don't do this. Stick with the first 2. Shoulders are relaxed. Good. We might need to take a quick break for before number 4. Just to give that back a tiny little break. I'm feeling those inner thighs burning, ladies. Keep going. Come on. Never giving up, ever. Woo! It's really the hamstrings, the glutes, the inner thighs. My goodness, that was a good one. If it's too easy, keep going. I'm taking a little break from my back right now. Squeezing the abs, shoulders are down, abs are in. After we finish, we're going to do another ab exercise. I know you like to work your abs, so today we're focusing on inner thighs and abs.
Begin set 4.
Beautiful. Woo. Keep going. Shoulders are down. Again, if it's too much for the elbows, shoulders, you bring your arms up and hold it. If it's too much for the back, you do both. Feet down, bridging. If it's still too much for the back, you keep everything down. You're just working the arms, okay? Woo! Cramping up, ladies. Good going. Keep going there. Woo, this is a hard one. Good job, good job. I was dreaming about this one last night, and I thought you would like it. Keep going. Keep going. I know you got it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. Good job, ladies. So we only have 3 more exercises left. I know you never wanted the workout to end. I know it. So what we're going to do, ladies, if you have a sensitive back, you're really going to focus on inner thighs. So you're going to open up the inner thighs, and you squeeze the inner thighs. Count for 3. Slow release. Really think about the inner thighs. If your back is good and your neck is good, you will lift both legs straight up, okay? And when you come in the middle, you flex your foot. When you go out really wide as you can, almost like you want to stretch your inner thighs, you point your toes. And then you come back in, flex your feet, squeeze the inner thighs right here, super tight, and then open, point your toes. You feel that nice stretch there. If you have a sensitive back,
stop.
You can always do it with the feet down. If you have a sensitive neck, you can always bring your head down, grab onto the legs, and do this this way. So you're not putting any pressure on your neck right now, okay? So either one is good. Whatever is challenging for you, ladies. But remember, we want to keep you safe. Woo! I'm burning in those inner thighs right now. Out and squeeze. So when you come in together, you kind of push those heels together. Keep your back flat. You point the toes out. Woo! And in squeeze. Good job. Smiling as we do it. Because we're having a good time today. It's Friday, beginning of the weekend, ladies. And I'm going to see you in 1 week. That's so exciting. Good job. Squeeze. Beautiful. If your back gets tired, you could always bring your legs down or bend the knees a little bit. Same idea. You open and you squeeze. That squeeze in the middle is so important. Okay, I want you maybe even count to 3 there. Very often, we just go through the motion and we forget to focus on the muscle we're working on. Squeeze super tight. Good. So point the toes, open it up really wide. Bring it in, squeeze. Make sure there's no back tension. Remember, our back wants to arch in this. We say no to that. Remember about that elbow between the chin and the chest. It's still there. We didn't lose it. Good. Out. Squeeze. Ooh, oh my goodness, my legs are shaking. Keep going. Squeeze. Good. If you need that break, take it. If not, I challenge you. Keep
Stop
going.
exercise.
Good. Out. Point the toes. Squeeze the inner thighs. Who's got shaky legs besides me? Hope everybody else is too. Keep going. Chin is high. Elbows are out. Good job. After this, we're going to do wall sits, ladies.
Begin set 4.
The last couple workouts, we didn't get to do any wall sits, so I know you've missed it. And if your knees are sensitive today, you could just go back to the leg list. You can maybe do inner thighs instead of the straight legs and toes pointed up if you need to. If you worry about those wall sits, you can always modify it. Keep going. Woo! Squeezing everything in the body. Look at me shaking. Good job. I know I'm going to be sore. Squeezing the abs. Chin is high. So we're going to grab 2 weights. You can go a little heavier on that one for the wall sits.
Stop exercise and switch to the next station.
Okay, so I think I have 7s available here. I'm going to use these weights, ladies. Now we're going to do a bicep and a core exercise and a leg exercise with the wall sit. So always make sure your heels and the knee, so your ankle and the knee is all aligned when you bend the knees. You lift your toes up a little bit. You feel that pressure in the quad, right? Never the knees. If you do feel the knees, you come up higher. Your back is flat. So what you're going to do if your elbow allows you today, you lift and you hold this. Now, what about the other arm? What should we do with the other arm? We should push it into your leg. So what we're doing, we're creating tension. Imagine somebody's punching you in the stomach and you would squeeze the abs super tight. Push that arm into the leg, so you're creating tension in the leg, creating tension in this bicep, and keep going. Push through the heels. If it's too easy, go lower. Keep going. If you want a little distraction, as you're pushing your arm into your leg, you're adding that bicep, okay? I know you never wanted to stay steady, ladies. We like distractions because then the exercise goes faster. Woo! Keep going. We never stop. No way. Too boring. We don't want this workout to be boring. We want to have a good time, ladies. Squeeze. I don't know about you, but my legs are shaking. If it's too much on the knees, come up higher. If it's not enough, go lower. And then remember that arm that's on the leg, you're pushing into the leg to create that tension. You're pushing it back into the wall. Woo! Keep going. I am burning. You've got it in you.
Exercise.
Good job. Very good. Nice. So let's switch sides. Again, we're going to hold that weight. Woo! Good job. Good job. If you need a break for your knees, take one. If not, keep going. So again, I got this arm nice and steady, not moving.
3.
I got this arm pushing into my leg. Oh, my shoes are sliding. If your shoes are sliding, you can always put a mat underneath or something, ladies. Make sure you never fall. Keep the abs in. Good. My goodness, we're doing it, ladies. Come on. We only have a plank left and we're done. And guess what? We're still going to work your inner thighs on the planks today. It's going to be so exciting. You'll see. So whatever you have, the ball or the pillow, whatever you have available, you're gonna use it for your planks today. I'm gonna start it on the floor, on the bench, just to show the modification, then we're gonna move to the floor, okay? If you're very strong with your shoulders and your core and your back, just start on the floor right away, okay? And you're gonna squeeze the ball or the pillow in between your inner thighs for extra inner thigh work.
Begin set
Trying to get those inner thighs with every single exercise today. The more exercise you do on the same muscle group, guess what? The more sore you're gonna get. Keep going. Now we're getting that distraction. We're pushing that arm into your leg right now. You're keeping your back flat. You're not feeling the knees. You're feeling those thighs burning. My goodness. Who'd have thought we would have this much fun today, ladies? Woo! Come on. Shoulders down. Abs engaged. Good breathing. Just one more. Take a break. Slowly coming out. Good job. That was probably the hardest one, I think. Woo! Those waltzes, they never get boring, ladies. Okay, so now we have the pillow, the ball, whatever you have available. We're going to put it in between your inner thighs. This is only if your knees and back feels good. You could always start with straight arms, or you could go forearms, whatever feels better on your neck. Now, you're softening your knees a little bit. When we lock our knees, sometimes we get that tension in that knee. And then you squeeze everything in the body, every single thing in the body. Your core is working, your inner thighs. I want you to find your inner thighs and squeeze them. Remember when we practiced today looking for those muscles we were working on? Right now, we're getting the inner thighs, your tushy, your abs.
Stop exercise.
Good. If your shoulders are good today, to this, if you're doing this elevated, you can go up and down with your arms. Only if your shoulder and back feels good. Keep squeezing the ball, and you go down.
Begin set 2.
Make sure your wrists are good on this. This is a little harder on the wrist because you get to go up and down. Squeeze the inner thighs. The last 2 sets, we're going to do this on the floor. Now, if you don't have a bench available and your back and neck and shoulders are good, you already are doing it on the floor. I know it. So you're doing amazing. Keep going. Squeezing the abs super tight. Squeezing the inner thighs. This is shoulders. This is tushy, inner thighs. A little bit of everything, actually. Don't let your body rock. It wants to rock.
Exercise.
Good. Take a break now. I'm going to switch this to the floor. And again, you have always an option, if you have sensitive shoulders, to do straight arms, okay? But it's a little harder on your wrist, so either one is good. Forearms, straight arms. You could always do the knuckles if you need to. I like the knuckles sometimes because it doesn't create as much tension on my wrists. Good. Squeeze in the tushy right now. I'm feeling those inner thighs. I'm tucking, squeezing. My arms are tired by now. But I'm not giving up. No, we only have 30 minutes, ladies. We can do this. Woo! I want to get you ready for when I see you on the 6, ladies. Special fun. Woo! See me shaking? Hope everybody else is shaking too. Squeeze everything in the body. Elbows soft.
Exercise.
Take a break now. When we're creating extra tension on those planks, ladies, I like that little break. Unless you're doing it elevated, then it's a little easier on your back. But always do a little stretch in between. Final 4 is on your forearms. Unless you've been doing the forearms this whole time, then you are strong. Squeeze that tushy. And again, if you ever need this to make this harder, you go up and down on your forearms, straight arms. But those inner thighs, when you squeeze a ball, guess what? You're allowing yourself to work on the core a little bit more because you have to force it. To squeeze the ball, you have to squeeze your tushy, you have to squeeze the abs, which creates extra tension everywhere, which creates, it makes the exercise more challenging. Ooh, and more effective too. Don't let your back arch.
Stop exercise. Your training is now complete.
Oh my goodness. We did it. You did it, ladies. We did it. So now, you can leave that ball there. Let's do our cat and cow stretches. And today, I actually was thinking that I'm going to show you some exercises or stretches for your feet, actually. Because I know you've been doing a lot of hiking, walking, and I know some of you have plantar fasciitis, so that will help it as well. Good, we're gonna sit back on your heels now, good. Shoulders relaxed, let's get that back in a nice little break. Very good. Okay, and now what we're gonna do, we can sit in the chair, okay? I'm actually gonna take my shoe off to show you what I'm doing with my foot. So if you don't have any feet issues, you can still do these stretches. It's gonna be strengthening everything in your foot. So what you're gonna do, sit up nice and tall, you extend your leg out. Now you're gonna curl your toes under, and you're gonna point your toes down. Then you're gonna curl your toes up, and you're gonna point your toes up. This is one of the very best exercises for plantar fasciitis and any feet issues. So you go toes under, you tuck them under, and then you point your toes down. You still keep them under, then you point your toes up, you curl them up, and then you put your foot up towards your body, okay? So, nice. It's a little bit of it's kind of tricky. Good, let's do one more on this side, good. You could do this after a hike. I'm gonna do the other side too, just to make sure. You can do it with your feet, with your shoes on, or you could take them off, either one is good. So you tuck it under, point it down, up, and up. Nice, tuck it in, good. Keeping the core super tight. Tuck it in, good. Nice, let's do one more. Good, point your toes, or curl them up, and then point your toe up. Good, very good. So now, let's say you're watching TV, and you had a big hike, and your feet are kind of tired, you just want to massage them. So what you can do, ladies, you just cross your leg over, this way you're still stretching, your back is nice and flat. And I want you to go like this. So you're grabbing onto your toes, and you're kind of pushing them towards your body, towards that knee, and you just hold it. So you feel that nice stretch there. Shoulders are relaxed, so you're going to feel a stretch actually in your hip and also through your foot, okay? Shoulders are down, never rounding the back. Good, and then let's switch sides. We're going to do the other one. Again, shoulders down. We're going to point your toes towards you. Push on them, make sure it doesn't hurt anything. And then you're feeling the stretch in your foot. You're feeling that hip stretching as well. Shoulders are down. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. So ladies, continue with your stretches right now. Do a couple more. Also, don't forget to do your cardio. And good job. And I'll see you soon.